Hey, what's good, y'all? Fusion here, back with another video. Um, I forgot to put up the J. Cole video yesterday. I'm gonna put it up tonight, just talking about like the album and stuff, or his mixtape and stuff. But there's been some interesting conversations going around about J. Cole just in general, his music, the type of music he puts out, how he raps, what he's rapping about. There's a lot of interesting conversations around J. Cole and that type of stuff. Personally, I think that J. Cole is a great rapper. He knows how to rap. He knows how to make a solid song. It stops there for me. I think when you get to his albums, that's where I'm starting to be like, okay, he can make a great song. He can make a great album. He cannot make any more classics than the one classic he has. He keeps doing the same thing. And this is what I really want to talk about. He keeps doing this thing where he says he's above the mess, above the beef, not wanting to be the number one, above rap conversation and beef, just in general. And then he'll put out a song just like this. The top ain't really what I thought it would be, so I jumped off. And then the next song, nah, I'm on top. You can't knock me off my spike, uh, off my spot. This reminds me of when he was dropping. I think it was For Your Eyes Only, when he dropped that random false prophet song dissing his homeboy Wale and calling out Kanye. I do not think calling out Kanye is ever a bad thing. I think there's a conversation that I also want to have about this Kanye apology, because again, he does the same thing every single time he's about to drop anything or everything, be it merch, an album, a single, whatever. He's going to put out an apology, some sort of statement, something, so people can be like, "Oh, he's changed." This nigga hasn't changed. He's still gonna be the racist piece of shit that he is. Now, when you speak about J. Cole, he's doing this again. He's putting out a 4 pack of him talking about the beef. I think it is okay for him to speak about the beef and what happened, but he can't do the same thing he did on Port Antonio with him being like, "Oh, if I would have been in the beef, I would have." Nigga, shut the fuck up. Stop saying that. Talk about what happened. Talk about how you walked away, apologized. You could have stayed with the I'm too big and I'm too mature for this beef conversation that people are still trying to push on you. His fans are pretentious as hell. They should be getting the same conversation that Kendrick Lamar fans get. Cause ain't no way you can say, I feel like I'm above this beef, or somebody told me to to stay out of the beef, and then start talking about how if you were on the beef, then I would have been able to. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And then you want to come on these of this 4 pack and start sneak dissing. First of all, you sneak dissing Drake, so I feel like that's some interesting stuff that should be brought up as well. When you guys were, no other way to say it, but kissing and hugging on stage. Here's something that someone said that I would love to talk about. Some of you MFs are so bothered by everything J. Cole related. Sells his mixtapes for $1. Why he charges for mixtape? Rap is competitive. He cannot call himself the best or be taking shots. I don't want to hear it. Why is this? Why is this being said though? Why is he saying? Why are people saying he can't say that? Because he had a chance to punch. He punched and missed, and then was like, "I'm done." That's what happened. His fans call him the best and show excitement for his new music. J. Cole fans are so annoying because why are they calling him the best? The reason that y'all are saying this is y'all are not saying just that he's the best. You are using this chance of him putting out another 4 pack, another piece of music that sounds like stuff he's already put out. These 4 songs sound like they were leftovers off of that Might Delete Later mixtape album shit. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he had those songs or those verses already created and then was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna put this out on these fun ass, freestyle beats." It wasn't bad rapping. I have never said that J. Cole is a bad rapper. Boring? Sometimes. Bad rapper? No. The problem is there's he's trying to keep towing this middle child line. You're not, dude. You can't be calling people out. You can't be saying stuff. You can't be like, I'm above this beef. I'm above all this. I am the best rapper. And then just go be like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Nigga, shut the fuck up. And this is the problem right here. Because this isn't even true. There's more being said than him just being the best. That he is calling him like the best. No, they're saying that J. Cole is a better rapper than Kendrick. They are saying that if he was in this beef, look at these bars, look at how he's rapping on these 4 songs, he would have smoked Kendrick. That is what they are saying. So when J. Cole fans do the exact same thing, and this is what this dude, like the Master, saying, calling him a Father Teresa, which I think is interesting and funny, it comes off a way. If J. Cole ain't for you, go sit yourself down and shut the fuck up. Nobody's forcing your goofy ass to listen, purchase, have an opinion, or respond to anything he does. You are. J. Cole fans are forcing us to have these conversations because you are coping the fact that he dropped out. He dropped out of a King of the Hill moment. He did. You can go ahead and pretend, oh, he's over it. Oh, was that Firing Squad where he was like, I'm going to take the crown and it's going to blow up in my hand because boom, pow, it's like magic on the screen. Like, come on, nigga. What? Let's look at some more of these just real quick. Here's some more stuff about every time I hear J. Cole rap, he thinks about Kendrick. Every single time I hear J. Cole rap, I remember just how overrated K Redact. So here's one right here. K Redacted. You know damn well why you're not saying Kendrick's name. You cannot say this nigga got cooked or anything, and you are choosing to redact his name. You do not want to say Kendrick Lamar's name, K. Dot's name. You know why that is. Kendrick will cook the fuck out of J. Cole. J. Cole had a chance, and he got his ass cooked. Every single time I hear J. Cole rap, I remember just how overrated K Redacted is. He may create better albums and manipulate his voice well, but bar for bar, the gap between him and J. Cole is infinite. This is why people have conversations about J. Cole. This is exactly why. Because we all know, everybody who I'm speaking to right now, it may be 10 people, it may be 20 people, it may be 100, 150, it don't fucking matter. We know this is not true. You can have an opinion about your favorite rapper, but every single time you hear J. Cole, you cannot say that J. Cole is a better rapper than Kendrick, because we are going to put and say some songs for examples, and then you're just going to make an excuse. I'm going to say the Grippy song, and then you're going to be like, nobody was taking it serious. And then I'm going to say Peekaboo, where Kendrick was like, beam bop boo bop Pam. Of course, he's not being serious, but then you're going to say something interesting on that as well. So when you have these conversations, when you say these certain things, and you don't have anything to back it up, and you're just saying stuff, you should not be surprised when somebody says something back. Your old drog said, lay off the crack. There's no world where Kendrick is a better rapper than J. Cole. It's not even a discussion. I put Wale above him as well. See, so here's another thing that I think that J. Cole fans have a problem with and need to understand. J. Cole only knows how to rap. Only. Okay? He knows how to find a beat that he'll make and then rap on it. That's it. Nothing else he does is better than, I want to say, multiple people. I'll even say that J. Cole albums are even better than Vince Staples albums. I'll go ahead and say that. J. Cole's worst part of his music making ability is making unforgettable classics. This nigga ain't got that. He got one classic. Stop saying For Your Eyes Only is a classic. It's not. Great album. Good album. Not a classic. I'd accept Friday Night Lights. That's a mixtape. I believe he has one classic album, one classic mixtape. If you want to consider that an album, then he has two. But that's where the leaf sort of stops there. So when he is being a great rapper and doing all these, and he's not even... He's not even that great of a rapper. He's not. He can rap. He knows how to make a great song. Uh, that Secret Recipe song, I think he rapped well on that. Nobody gives a fuck about it now. I don't blame him. I think it was because of who he was rapping with. I feel like people who give Lil Yachty a space to let him rap is interesting. I don't like when Lil Yachty is rapping with rappers and he ain't rapping, if that makes sense. So stuff like this, man, like that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. You can't be like, don't speak on his opinion. Don't talk about him. Every single fan always has something to say about him. Blah, blah, blah. And then this is a running conversation. Here's what's going to happen with the album. Because it happened with the last album. And the one before that. People are going to enjoy the album for 2 months. 2 months. Find a few songs and then just move on. That's what happens with JCole albums. That's why with KOD. People try to pretend that KOD isn't a thing anymore. I remember it. It was not a bad album, but it was just another whatever ass album from J. Cole. Born Sinner, another whatever. Of course, I don't think he had full creative control on that album because it definitely felt like he was trying to make some hits. Of course, that was a different time during rap. That's a different conversation. What else has he really dropped besides those? The Might Delete Later. That's the one where he deleted that his diss song. So he actually did delete. I thought he rapped okay on there. But nothing's really sticking no more. Anything that is sticking from J. Cole is from For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only? No, from Forest Hills Drive. I'm sorry. From Forest Hills Drive. The average rap fan will only know and be able to point out multiple songs from Forest Hills Drive. The average rap fan will not be able to say anything from For Your Eyes Only. Probably don't even remember KOD came out. That Revenge of the Dreamer shit, that was fire. But I feel like it got... He did what he did with Dreamville. He fucked it up. J. Cole fucked up Dreamville. Different conversation. Let's keep continuing on X or Twitter. I'm not calling it. All right, here we go. Here's another thing. Deep down, we all know J. Cole is way better than Kendrick. I don't know why y'all keep fighting it. You say this, J. Cole had a chance to prove it and didn't. You say this, J. Cole does not have a better album than 99% of Kendrick's catalog. I think Forest Hills Drive and maybe I put Born Sinners over GNX. But considering that's Kendrick's quote unquote worst album, which I think that there should be a conversation on how dramatic people are with this GNX album. That's a different talk. But again, when people are saying and wanting to talk about J. Cole, you are forcing yourself into these conversations that he does not win. He does not win. J. Cole does not do anything better than Kendrick. He doesn't. You can keep pretending he does. Let's look at these comments just real quick, and then we're out of here. Funny how y'all scared to mention Drake. Now that J. Cole back in the mix, we all know Drake would keep moving down the list. No. I don't know what he's saying here. I still think that J. Cole is a better rapper than Drake. I think that Drake makes... I think Drake makes better albums than J. Cole. I'll fucking say it myself. And his last few albums have been dog shit. Both forgettable. But at least Drake has some songs where I'm not going to forget. Shit. Even J. Cole himself would disagree with that. He did disagree. He said that he lied on the track and said Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was like boring or trash. My nigga, you're J. Cole. You're known for being sleeping time music. You've known for that. And what even makes me more mad is he'll put out a song with a great beat, and my nigga, I still want to go to sleep on it. The fuck? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. He backed out of rap. Exactly. Because he would have gotten Kanye. He dissed. Thank you. Deep down, they don't even have to go that far. Surface level, J. Cole takes it. Go deep, and it's not even a debate. Yeah. And here's another thing that they love to push is many of us Cole fans are genuine. Y'all niggas be pissing. Come on, dude. Something about these J. Cole fans, man. It's hard to like. I think there's a parallel between J. Cole fans and Playboi Carti fans. I don't think as far as how they're rapping, how they back their rapper, knowing they are never going to be considered a GOAT rapper, and how they are just like, will die for this man, knowing damn well that you can say what you want, their albums will never be considered in the top 5, top 10, top 15 of hip hop. So how you guys speak on it, it's making you guys sound like that. But unfortunately, you're 6 or 7 friends that enjoy this J. Cole project. You 6 or 7 fans that enjoy the Playboi Carti shit. I like Playboi Carti. I will never say he is like the best rapper. I will never say rapping has never been his best stuff. He knows how to use his voice. So when J. Cole, going on another tangent, I'm sorry guys. It's just when people talk about this J. Cole shit and this J. Cole nonsense, it's they don't want to accept the fact that this nigga is not a great album maker. So everybody will stick on the fact that he's a great rapper. They are going to pin that to the fucking to their pants leg and walk around with it. Mention album, they're going to change the conversation all the way. Mention different verses, they gonna change the. Let's keep going. J. Cole, the only one that I know get praised for throwing rocks than hiding his hand. Absolutely. That has always been my problem with J. Cole because he does this every single time. I already mentioned False Prophets where. Well, if I was Wale, I would have slapped the shit out of him. Because that's. J. Cole is supposed to be my homeboy. If I'm Wale. So if you want to put out a track, okay. But to double that track as a Kanye West diss and just for you to push your For Your Eyes Only album? That was for For Your Eyes Only, or was that for KOD? Either way, none of that shit. It sort of gets irritating because I don't think any of the. Let's see if the J. Cole fans say anything. He thought it was a rap battle, not high school. See, that's the thing though. But we're not talking about that. That's one time. What about the other shit? See, they don't want to accept it. Just get over it. Listen to the. That's not a thing. They're trying their best to. But when it doesn't respond to anyone after the Control verse, it was. And then they're going back all the way to the Control verse, bro. That's what I'm talking about. J. Cole fans. He basically said he threw the rock and regretted it, and that ain't him. I don't understand how 2 years after we flaming people for, and you want to talk to him like midget man. This thread explains the main issue with J. Cole fans, bro. When people ask me why I don't consider J. Cole or what I think about J. Cole, I consider him as lukewarm water. Lukewarm water. Doesn't go as far, as militant, as heavy, as in-depth, as much as Kendrick on his albums. And he doesn't go as surface level, as soft, as, I don't know, pop, as Drake. He's stuck in that middle. And it is because his fans don't want to push him to either side. And he's very, very comfortable where he's at. He's very, very comfortable being the Sprite, bro. He's the drink. When you think of a meal, you want a full meal. You want a burger. I like grilled onions, grilled jalapenos, sometimes lettuce. I like barbecue sauce on my burger. That's how I like my burger, with some bacon on that bitch. A full, complete burger. When I'm hungry, that's what I want. So when I'm thinking about an album, that's what I want. I want all my shit on there. You know? Sometimes it may be great. Sometimes them onions just be perfectly caramelized. Sometimes they be a little burnt. But it's still a good burger. Drake. Perfect side dish. I'm not going to get full off my side dish. I understand I'm not going to get full off my side dish. I understand when I am eating these French fries. I understand when I'm eating my macaroni and cheese. I don't think I'm going to get full off of this. Sometimes I may get full. Sometimes I just want a girl dinner. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I will listen to Drake and just be whatever. But JCole is that drink. JCole is that McDonald's Sprite. We all had the perfect Sprite before. We've also had a shitty ass Sprite. And more often than not, I'm going to have me a shitty ass Sprite than the really, really good one. That's what JCole is. He only works well in certain situations. But fans are just going to be like, whatever. This nigga fucking pisses me off, bro. And his fans just... That's a true statement. This is true. Stop acting like it's not. Want to keep going? I don't care what Maul has to say. I feel like he's bad for hip hop. To be frank, me liking every J. Cole, yeah, of course you are, bro. J. Cole can do no wrong to certain people. J. Cole has added a new section to the inevitable blog called Veal Central. It is essentially a forum where he will hold a Q&A, ask me anything on there. Well, the next few days, the fallout, blah, blah, blah. And James cried because I had enough of that as well. I could ask raps. I hope he doesn't retire. Personally, I think, again, I like my Sprite. So, I don't want him to go anywhere. I do think he needs to do something different. How many times he gonna say he let down certain... If you look at every single J. Cole album, I bet you can find maybe one or two songs and or lines where he is saying he, in some sort of way, let down a GOAT, a star, a somebody he was influenced by. Whatever. He's gonna say that. That's just, I don't know, something that he loves doing. Let's look at these comments just real quick. Okay, relax. Yeah, bro. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, like it's law to listen to him. Just don't play. Bro, it's... That's the problem again, bro. This nigga put out music. He put out music. We're going to listen to it. You're mad because we listened to it and didn't like it and called out what he's doing. Why are we not press play on somebody who just probably one of the biggest releases coming out next month, and you just don't want us to play his little 4-pack? Shut the fuck up, Jamal. Come on, bro. This shit pisses me off. These J. Cole fans. That's pretty much all I got for now. Tell me what you guys think. I did hit a few points here. Tell me if you guys understood my drink analogy. I think it was right on time. If not, I mean, I don't mind explaining it again. I just feel like when we speak about J. Cole and his failures and what he has done wrong and what he does that is not good, there's a different type of defense mechanism that his fans do that shield him from all of the shit that he's done wrong. Dreamville, the label, that was a failure. He had a chance, and I think still has a chance, to create one of the next GOAT R&B artists with Ari Lennox. They wasted her. Jid. Cause. There's no reason Cause should not be as big as he is right now. Or as big as he should be. Boz. Boz is dope. I think he gets some respect. But I think Cause is better. Luke, another solid rapper. There's great artists on that label that did not get the push or the shine that they were supposed to because their head did not do the job that they were supposed to. JCole did not do right by them. Is it all on JCole? I don't know, but he's the face of the team. He's the face of the group. He is one of the owners of the label. It's on him. That was a failure. KOD failed. Nobody talks about it. He's had this the fall off rollout for, I'm going to say 2 or 3 years. I do think because of Rona in certain situations that could have been like delayed, whatever. But this is probably his most important album. I think him and Drake are at a moment where these albums, like the post beef albums, of course, they're going to be overly critical. They're going to be overly critical. The bar at this point is GNX. Like, I do think that a lot of people, and I did mention this earlier, people are very like dramatic on their hate with GNX. I think it's an 8 at minimum. I'm not mad at people thinking that a 7, but people saying it's a 5 or 4. Okay. All right. But it's important for, again, JCole needs this to work. JCole needs a classic. He needs this to be a classic. Drake, I think it's going to be interesting when he drops. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake also drops in February. I think I saw that Kanye pushed his back as well. I don't want to get into that loser. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for the video today. I definitely rambled a lot. I touched on a lot of subjects, like specifically about JCole and like his conversation and what I think. Yeah, man. I don't think I got nothing else. So it's great later, but also an S-tier gaslighter. His fans are enablers at this point. See, bro, I ain't even like, comment, subscribe. That's exactly what it is. Peace. He's actually an insufferable righteous, man. Y'all think, okay.